Branded as traitors and exiled from every city along the crystalline sea, brothers Kildare and Zidane struggle to find their place in the world. Burning with the fires of vengeance, they lead lives as instruments of blood and steel, beholden to no one. By a cruel twist of fate, the two encounter a mysterious tribeswoman who will change their destiny and the fate of the entire world. The Raven and the Crow, Dark Storm Rising, by Michael K. Falciani, and narrated by Joshua Saxon. Available from Three Ravens Publishing on Amazon.
All right, good morning, everybody. I actually have 3 people watching. It's Sunday. Well, it's almost Sunday afternoon. Let me pause that, and I can see the chat. Cool. So last night we went to a Black Jacket Symphony concert, and if you don't know who Black Jacket Symphony is, they are one kick-ass cover band. Here we go. They have done AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Queen, Whitney Houston, the Eagles. You know, there is a plethora. There's like 47 different albums that they have covered. And they start by doing an album of choice. Like last night, it was Queen, A Night at the Opera. They did it start to finish. And then after that, they go back through and they'll do the greatest hits after the intermission. These guys are just amazing. They pay attention to the minute details. I mean, when we went to the Led Zeppelin concert, dude was up there with a bow, bowing the shit out of his electric guitar, you know, and playing Kashmir. It was beautiful. Now, for Queen, they got Mark Martel, and dude's vocals are so freaking amazing. You cannot tell the difference between him and Freddie Mercury. They are just so spot on. And his stage presence, he brings one hell of a show to the game. You know, it's not just him up there singing with a bunch of people playing music. And that's kind of what spurred this idea for today's little randomness. It was too late for me to do it last night. And we were tired and we just wanted to chill out. But that's kind of what spurred this idea. And it made me start thinking about branding and you know, back to what Jenny Wren has kind of coined, we bring the Three Ravens experience. Well, you know, any band can get up on stage and play songs. They can get up there and cover a band to the T, even down to Rush. But it doesn't mean that they bring the presence or the energy that the original band did. The greats are great because of what they brought to the stage. You know, it's not just the matter of the music, it's the vibe and the energy that they brought along with it. So thinking of that along the line of branding, what do you bring to the table? Do you just write good stories, or do you bring something else to the table that draws people in and makes them want to know about you and know about your writings more? And that was really... Turn that volume down some. That was really what struck me last night as we were sitting there, and it's when they started singing "We Are the Champions," and it was the encore song. You know, they came back out for the encore for "We Will Rock You," and then went straight into "We Are the Champions." And I just closed my eyes because half the place stood up. I'm like, all right, screw it, don't care. Knees already hurt. I'm just going to sit here. I closed my eyes and just started listening. And I rarely ever listen to lyrics. I mostly listen to music for the music, and the vocals just end up becoming another beat, another tone, something else that's adding flavor to the sound. But I actually listen to the lyrics of "We Are the Champions," and it is for all of us that are beaten down, are trodden upon, are not part of the mainstream. Oh yeah, um, why is it not? I don't know why it doesn't show up the comments here. Um, those of us who are not the cool kids, in school and things like that. And I started really thinking along the lines of all their songs. Their songs are anthems. Their songs are made, or their most popular songs are anthems that are made to raise the energy, get you jazzed up and ready to go and to rock, and they're uplifting in their own right. So that come back around to the thought of emotional resonance. So in your writings, do you tap into that emotional resonance? Are your readers um, experiencing emotional or physical reactions because of your writing, and how you tie into that? Um, I know I've gotten a few comments from my novel Wildcat because of how raw and gritty it was, and I didn't hold back on some stuff. It's like, well, I had to put myself into a dark place to write some of those things. This past, well, not this weekend, last Sunday, I was sitting here blubbering like a big baby, writing a scene for the new Bent novel, because I put myself into that place of the character and having to deal with all those emotions, and hopefully that translated well. And I know of one person that read it, and they cried for a while, and then they got a hold of themselves and cried again a little while later because it popped back up in their head. So I hit an emotional resonance point. So those are things to think about as you're working on your stories. Are you tying into these things? How are you branding it and yourself? And can you up your game by tapping into these little things? Um, so, yeah. Um, but if you get the opportunity, absolutely go see these guys in concert because they are amazing. The next one that they were doing here in Chattanooga was going to be the entirety of the Saturday Night Fever album, and then the encore was going to be the best of disco kind of thing. Um, I don't know what else. I didn't look up what else they had on their site. Share screen. Oh, does it show? Okay, they're doing. Okay, so Dark Side of the Moon was a damn good concert. Oh, come on, share. We went to that one here in Chattanooga. That one was absolutely freaking amazing. We did the Eagles. It it was the Hotel California album that they did for that one, wasn't it? Yes. Okay. And oh my dear God. I mean, you want to talk about chills. The last one we went to before last night was the Tom Petty one. And I've always wanted to go see Tom Petty in concert and just never could because either timing or, dear God, the freaking prices. I mean, whoever was setting his prices sure as hell didn't think his shit stunk. But let's see. Okay, there's the Saturday Night Fever, Hotel California. They're mostly in the South too. They travel in the Southeast. I don't know how far outside of that they go. It doesn't state. Georgia, Tennessee, North and South Carolina, Florida, Alabama, Kentucky. I haven't seen Virginia. There's Oklahoma. So tell Ryder, if you're watching this, you'll get the opportunity to go out there and see them in Oklahoma City. And they're doing Hotel California, October 19th. So you're in for a treat there, man. Yeah, so y'all, you can't go wrong with these guys. And the prices are about, I think, $60 ish a ticket. It's not bad, and you get. It depends on where your concert is, for the seats and all that. But we haven't been disappointed yet with these guys. So that's my 10 minutes for the day, and just throwing that random shit out there. Y'all take it easy. Think about that. Think about how you tie in emotional resonance and how you brand yourself and your work. And maybe something will click and it'll take off for you. So y'all take it easy. Have a great weekend. Don't get in too much trouble. We'll catch y'all later.